Congratulations, graduates. It's time to celebrate your achievements and reflect on the great memories you have made here at Maryland. What will you miss most?
I'm gonna miss like 5 million things about UMD, and one thing I'm really gonna miss is calling our beautiful campus home on a daily basis.
What I'll miss most about UMD is going to Epley in my free time and then also playing intramural sports with some of my friends on campus.
There's such a large support system here for just like innovation and trying new things that I think you can't really get anywhere else, and I think I'm really gonna miss that when I graduate.
I think what I'll miss most about UMD is the ability to easily hang out with friends, those that I've known since my freshman year in the Life Sciences program.
I feel like a lot of the opportunities I've been offered after graduation and during my college career have been due to the incredible advice and everything the faculty have given me, so I'm very thankful for that.
What I'll miss most about UMD is studying on McKeldin Mall on a warm day and cheering on Maryland at our home games.
From the late night study sessions to standing in the student section during a basketball game to just lying on McKeldin and reading a good book and having fun with friends, I will never forget these past 4 years.
What I'm gonna miss most about UMD is just being surrounded by a community of like-minded people. I'm also really gonna miss rubbing Testudo's nose.
UMD is such a large and diverse school, and the people I've met here have been so amazing to me, and I honestly loved meeting everyone here.
Definitely the Astro Lounge as well, and then walking through campus in the spring when it's all nice and flowery.
Getting coffee to keep us awake, and we would study until our exam in the morning. That experience is something I definitely am going to miss.
4 years ago, we were random roommates together.
Thanks to UMD, we've been roommates ever since.
And the thing we're gonna miss most about Maryland is each other.
Some things we're really gonna miss after graduating from UMD are the basketball games,
Seeing our friends when we walk to class,
going to McKeldin Mall on a sunny day,
and all the opportunities to meet new people.
Go Terps!
Hello, I'm Amitabh Varshney, Dean of the University of Maryland's College of Computer, Mathematical, and Natural Sciences. I am thrilled to congratulate all of our May 2021 graduates. While this virtual celebration is not our preferred way to honor this milestone achievement in your lives, we are happy to be able to celebrate your successes virtually. I also want to thank all of your family members and friends who have supported you along the way. Graduates, on behalf of everyone in the college, we are very proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Maryland. I have no doubt that your experiences over the past year will shape your lives. Finishing up your degrees has not been easy. Many of you have experienced hardships and even tragedies during this time. But I hope down the road, when you look back, you will remember that you faced this challenge and you persevered. Throughout the pandemic, we saw that the world needs knowledgeable, creative, passionate leaders now more than ever. Leaders who will ask tough questions. Leaders who will use science and mathematics to solve pressing problems. Leaders who will use data for decision making. And leaders who will make new discoveries that improve the human condition. Leaders like you. Today, you will join over 50,000 science stubs in our alumni network who have also dedicated their lives to science. As you pursue careers as scientists, mathematicians, researchers, healthcare providers, teachers, entrepreneurs, and innovators, we will be proudly cheering you on. You will discover new therapeutics and cures for diseases. You will enhance our understanding of global ecosystems, the atmosphere, and the universe. You will use data science and machine learning to drive innovation. You will make the internet a more secure space. And you will invent technologies like quantum computers that will transform the world as we know it. In short, you will have a huge impact on our world. Graduates, you have the power to use science to help solve some of the grand challenges our society faces and transform the world we live in. We are incredibly proud of you, and we are honored to know we played a part in preparing you for your future successes. Remember, you will always be a science tub for life. As you take your next steps, please remember, you will always have a home here in our college. Come back and visit us often and stay in touch. We will always be proud of everything you accomplish. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Hello, I am Dean Amitabh Varshney, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Jamie Rappaport Clark, who has dedicated her life to wildlife conservation. Ms. Clark is a proud science tub, graduating in 1983 with a master's in marine estuarine environmental sciences. She is currently president and CEO of Defenders of Wildlife, a national conservation organization she has worked for since 2004 that protects and restores imperiled species and habitat throughout North America. Prior to this, Ms. Clark served as Senior Vice President for Conservation Programs at the National Wildlife Federation from 2001 to 2003 and as Director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service from 1997 to 2001. In that role, she oversaw the establishment of 27 new refuges and the addition of over 2 million acres to the National Wildlife Refuge System and presided over the recovery of key endangered species, including the bald eagle. Welcome, Ms. Clark.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Rappaport Clark. I'm joining you from the ancestral land of the Manahawk tribe, which is currently known as Leesburg, Virginia, where I honor and respect the indigenous people connected to this land. It's a real privilege to share this moment with you as you celebrate your significant achievements. I'm humbled by the opportunity to share my perspective as you look towards the future. When I graduated from Maryland, I honestly didn't know where my career would take me. What I did know was that my commitment to saving imperiled wildlife was solidly anchored by my education as I took my first steps toward a career as a conservation biologist. At the time, there were very few women in this field, but I knew I wanted to do something that mattered and spoke to the passion I'd had for nature since I was a child. For me, that was saving species on the brink of extinction. Then, and even now, I strongly believe that what I do matters, that it's important, and that it's relevant to everyone. And that has made a big difference to me over the years. My career path would never have happened if I had not recognized the importance of taking risks, doing my best, giving it my all, and not being afraid to fail. Because I believed so strongly in what I was doing, I kept pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. As you launch into what undoubtedly are some of the most difficult times our country has ever faced, I imagine that each of you must feel the weight of enormous expectations. Today's world is overwhelming, and we face unprecedented challenges. Nature is unraveling not only for endangered species, but also food webs and ecosystems as humans consume an ever greater share of our planet's resources. And the pandemic over the past year and a half has staggered the world. Global climate change has gained unchecked momentum, and scientists now believe that if we do not act boldly, we stand to lose as many as 1 million species within our lifetime. It can be easy for anyone of any age to be intimidated by these prospects. I'm here to tell you, do not ever let this weight bring you down or make you feel small. Your voice matters. The planet needs you. Determined, hardworking people have always been able to make a difference. I believe your generation will make an even more profound difference than any that has come before. Because you are different. You are not burdened by the limitations and biases that have held back innovative thinking in the past. I have seen firsthand your successes from working together to solve problems, from caring about the world beyond your immediate circle. You don't see the world with its borders and boundaries as many of my generation do. As your generation is speaking out and standing tall for the things you believe in, you are doing so with passion, empathy, and authentic collaboration that embraces all voices and all people from all walks of life. No one should ever feel as though they do not have a voice. No one should ever apologize for gender, race, or sexual orientation. Diversity makes us relevant and special. This is certainly the case for conservation, which almost always involves finding common ground and shared interests among diverse partners. Perhaps most importantly, I urge you to be relentless in defense of your values. There's no time to waste. It's time to be audacious, creatively collaborative, and bravely nonpartisan to drive transformational change to save our planet and ourselves. So goes nature, so goes us. Go boldly forward and do the great work I know you are capable of. I have no doubt that you all have the passion, determination, intellect, and resilience to prevail in strengthening our natural heritage for generations to come. You can do this. Good luck and go get them.
Dear class of 2021, thank you for joining me on this special day. I know I'm not alone when I say that I've only gone to this point through the support of family, friends, and teachers. I would like to invite everyone to take a moment to thank those who have made you the wonderful individuals you are today. Thank you. To briefly introduce myself, my name is Sherry Fan, and I will be graduating with a degree in biological sciences. One of my most defining quirky passions is my love for turtles, which started when I got my own turtle many years ago. Thus, it was only fitting that I became a Terp myself when I entered UMD in the fall of 2017. Reflecting back, there are several lessons that I've learned from being a Terp, the most important of which I would like to share with you today. First, as Terps, we come with hardy shells. As a class, we have faced extraordinary unforeseen challenges, especially this past year with the COVID-19 pandemic. We've had to balance virtual graduate school applications, virtual job interviews, virtual learning. However, we have shown that we have the resilience and toughness to succeed regardless. Second, each of us not only has a hardy shell, but also a unique one. Our shells come in different sizes, colors, shapes, and patterns. But most importantly, we are still all equally Terps on the inside. My alternative breaks service learning experience to Harlan, Kentucky demonstrated this to me firsthand. Being the turtle girl and also an advocate for environmental conservation, I was admittedly a bit hesitant about interfacing with this coal mining community. However, through conversations with Harlan residents, I realized that even issues I had thought were straightforward such as environmental conservation, could have negative consequences for communities like Harlan, whose economy is heavily dependent on mining. This experience taught me the importance of learning more about the diverse backgrounds and cultures of others. In a time of increasing political polarization and hate crimes, this understanding has become even more meaningful. Finally, my last turtle tidbit for today. Rivaling the diversity of turtle shells is the diversity of turtle habitats. The UMD Terp community is no different. UMD alumni can be found accomplishing amazing things worldwide, and very soon, that will include us. The valuable experiences I've had during my time at UMD will undoubtedly inform my future career as a physician scientist. No matter what the next step of your journey is, I'm sure that your time at UMD has also prepared you well. Remember that you are taking with you a resilient and unique shell and are part of a large Terp community full of lifelong friends. So be fearless, Terps. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello, class of 2021. My name is Courtney Grimes, and I'm the CMNS graduate commencement speaker. I'm graduating with my Ph.D. in chemistry, where I had the pleasure to study atmospheric chemistry. It is an honor to speak to you today, and I want to congratulate you on your extraordinary achievement. We did not get to this milestone alone. It truly took a village of support from dear family and friends, caring faculty, and supportive advisors. I would also like to thank the amazing staff who helped keep our university running smoothly and safely during the COVID pandemic. This was not an easy task, and I'm grateful for the university to have found a way for us to finish up our studies in a timely manner. Many of us dreamed of this day for several years, and I'm sure we were not expecting this momentous occasion in our lives to end this way. Earning our master's and doctoral degrees is a major feat in itself. Completing them during a pandemic takes this achievement to another level and should be celebrated. These degrees showcase our perseverance, drive, patience, and tenacity. Life is a journey full of twists and turns, hills and valleys. This past year has truly shown us this, as a pandemic has turned the normalcy in our lives upside down. This last year has united each of us through loss, but we need to turn tragedy into triumph. All of those sleepless nights, years spent working in the lab, programming, or solving the equation represents our strength and endurance. As scientists and mathematicians in the society, we need to use the specialized skills and knowledge we acquired at the University of Maryland for the greater good. It is our responsibility to respond to the needs of the public and create new knowledge. Whether your research has environmental justice implications or leads to vaccination formation, continue to work hard for the betterment of society. Use your voice to engage in important conversation with policymakers and members of your community. Let your stories be heard and make sure to listen to the concerns of the public as well. We must continually push for inclusion, diversity, and equity in the sciences so that it is accessible for everyone. Class of 2021, we made it. The future may hold some uncertainty, but I want to leave you with this message. Keep on keeping on. Growing up, my family would always say this phrase. I never truly understood it until I started and finished my PhD. I was the first in my family to finish a PhD in the sciences, and I'm so thankful for their words of wisdom. So please keep going. Remember to stay the course. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Keep that spark. Continue to be groundbreakers. Keep being fearless scientists. Last and certainly not least, keep the faith. When things are looking down, continue to look up. Know that you are here for a purpose with potential to change the world. Congratulations, fellow graduates. I'm so excited to see what we will do in the next chapter of our lives.